Hello out there, you. In this problem, we've got perfectly competitive cost facing a firm, and we need to figure out their fixed costs and their average variable costs. So a pretty typical thing here. All right, so perfect competition, make sure you know what that means, but it means that this firm is a price taker. So whatever the price is, that's the marginal revenue. We're going to profit maximize to produce wherever marginal cost equals marginal revenue. So for example, if the price in the problem or the market is $2, follow this out to where it hits marginal cost and we'll produce 10 units. Okay, it's not really what we're facing here, but it's important to know. In the short run, okay, which the short run just means that there are some fixed costs in the market. What are the fixed costs for the firm? Explain your answer fully. Okay, so fixed costs, make this a little bit bigger here. Fixed costs are going to be equal to the, oops, make that a little bit bigger too. Okay, so fixed cost plus variable cost equal our total cost. Okay, now we also know that our average fixed cost plus our average variable cost will also equal average total cost. Okay, so in this case, we know that our average total cost is 9. We don't know our average fixed cost. We also know that when we produce 10 units, our average variable cost is 2, and our average total cost is 9, because we'll follow that up to there. Okay, this means our average fixed cost when we produce 10 units is 7. Okay, now if I want to de-average our average fixed costs, what I'm going to do is just use this formula. So fixed cost equals the average fixed cost times quantity. Okay, now I'm going to make this a little smaller. That's better. So in this case, we don't know fixed cost. You might already know that, but anyway. So it's 7 times 10, which equals 70. Okay, so the fixed cost facing the firm is 70, and you'd give that explanation. Definitely show your work on that. Okay. Part B, suppose the firm produces 15 units of output. So now we're looking at this relationship right here. We don't know exactly what average variable cost is, but that's what we're asked. What is the variable cost of producing this level of output? What is the firm's average variable cost when it produces 15 units of output? So what we're going to do is we do know that when we produce 15 units, our average total cost at 15 is 8. Okay. We don't know, we know that our fixed costs are going to stay the same, so that's still 70. Our average fixed cost is going to be 70 divided by the quantity, which is 15. So 70 divided by 15, and that's going to be, it's 4 2/3, but we'll just round it to $4.67 there. Okay, so 467. Okay, so that means that our average total cost still is going to be our average fixed cost of 4.67 plus our average variable cost, which is what we're trying to figure out. Now we do know our average total cost, which is 8. Okay, so our average variable cost has to equal 3 1/3, or $3.33. Okay, so that just went over there, and we'll do this again. Average variable cost equals $3.33. So that's that part of it. Okay, now we need to know what is the variable cost. So again, we're just going to use this formula. So average variable cost equals variable cost divided by our quantity, which is 15. Okay, so if you take $3.33 times 15, which is the quantity, that will get you, that gets you our variable cost. So in this case, variable cost of producing 15 units is 50. Okay. Now, we weren't asked this question, but the total costs facing this firm, pretty easy to calculate because our fixed cost didn't change. So our fixed cost is 70. Our variable cost is 50. If you add those together, our total cost is going to be 120. And that makes sense because if you divide 120 by 15, okay, you get 8, and 8 is the average total cost of producing 15 units.